I bet you about 6 or 7. Yeah. It's a big world out there, right? Wouldn't you imagine? So sometimes you ever just wake up and you remember your dream and you wish you wrote it down? Well, in this case, I did write it down. So this is a dream I had based on a kid I knew when I was young. This is called Tucker Was a Wiry Kid. Tucker was a wiry kid, the youngest of 6. In the summer before the 6th grade, he and I smoked cigarettes on the high school bleachers. We hung out with the older kids, pulled the girls' shorts down for kicks, even if we didn't know what to do afterward. Now, almost 30 years later, in a dream, we are about to have a duel with real handguns. I don't know why. Dreams are like that. I check mine to see if the safety is on or off. It appears to be battery-powered. The ready light is green. I want to take a practice shot at the house across the street, but I'm afraid the neighbors might notice. I've never used one of these things before. There is a strong possibility I could do some damage. So I put the weapon in its holster and head down the street to face the enemy, my old friend, my partner in crime. The paralyzing fear is tightening my muscles. I'm flopping around on the couch most likely, but how would I know? All I see is a kid from down the block, now in firing range. I'm not that good a shot, I tell him. I know, he says. He pats me on the shoulder. We call the thing off. The anticlimax feels like so much relief after that 90 seconds of drooling and teeth clenching. You know what you do in your sleep. The scene changes. Instantly, a picnic table appears. On it, a transparent boombox filled with Budweiser. These are things you do not question. I'm just looking at it like, oh, that sure is something. Then Tucker offers me a soda, points to the bottles on the other side of the table. I don't want a soda. I want to drink the radio. We talk about Jimmy Sola. We never knew Jimmy. He died in Howard Beach, 1963. But who cares? We love the guy. What a clown. We miss him so much. Maybe he'll come around later for some laughs. Anyway, magically, Tucker's oldest sisters appear on the scene. 3 of them in all. The brothers are flying in from Daytona or some other hot place with sand and blue water. We are now in a dimly lit foyer saying hello to yet more people I've never met before. One of them is sawing at the flesh of her palm with a spatula. She explains to me that she does this to stop the bleeding. Reverse logic is still a form of logic, I suppose. I do not ask for explanation. I know so little about what is going on, yet one thing I do know. With their hooked noses and their plaid aprons, these girls are the real marinara makers, the pride and joy of Sicily. We all sit down for supper, a feast of squid and meatballs, the finest repast of imaginary yesterdays one could ever hope to have. Then the next one. Okay. Sometimes I teach at a community college, and sometimes I get papers where they say something and then they say the exact same opposite in the same sentence. So I came up with this. Spit it out. Don't say something is both easy and challenging, because then you're going to have to explain yourself. Stop saying things that require explanation. It's not worth it. The thing you are trying to explain is hard, period. Lots of things in life are hard. Sometimes it is even hard to get hard. But do not try to turn a soft dick into granite. A soft dick is soft. A hard one is hard. Hard is not easy. It may be confusing, but be realistic. If you are confused, just say so. It is not a sin. You are not bad because you can't figure out what the fuck is going on. Poets are like that. They are lost somewhere between one world and the next. This in-between may very well be the fountain of creativity. But if you can't figure out how to manage your words, start the sentence over. Be more direct. Spit it out. Put a period at the end. Move on to the next idea, hopefully a related idea. In this way, logic is often born. Logic is not the foe, it is a warm and fuzzy friend. Not a Republican or a tax collector or anything like that. More like a flowing sequence, conveying a moving picture and images an audience can readily digest. I am hungry for that kind of thing. I am a simple man, lost in my own words. Your ability to reach me may be limited, but try. You are a life raft. You are a conveyor of alien information. I, a shipwrecked survivor. Give me directions. Let me know what is going on. Then the next one. All right, how many of you have applied for a job, and in order to get that job, you needed to take a test asking whether you strongly agree or whether you disagree? I wrote a poem about that. This is called psychometric testing. At least 100 statements need your response. Any fewer, and you will not be properly broken down for the analysis. They want you to forget the application. Time to assess yourself. It becomes a pleasant game. You are given 4 choices. Strongly disagree, disagree, agree, strongly agree. Statement 6 is not adjacent to Statement 74 for a reason. Statement 6 regards your ethics specific to the workplace. Example, I like to maintain a tidy work area. Of course you do. That goes without saying. And you are aware you're filling out an application, so you check strongly agree. Statement 74, on the other hand, asks if you like to keep your room tidy at home. Now, do you strongly agree or just simply agree? Statement 13, it is never okay to fondle a coworker. That's a no-brainer. But statement 106 asks if it's okay to give a hug. Agree? Strongly disagree? How about the smoking of crack during the lunch break? Oh, no, we know that's wrong. They may stick you with one such as, I like to have fun on weekends. Even better, I think it is okay to have an occasional marijuana cigarette. I think it is okay to occasionally steal from the register in small amounts. I think it is okay to stab someone in the kneecaps. Oh, what's this one? I think it is okay to apply somewhere else. Check. I strongly agree.